Hi, everybody. Welcome. I'm making soup, so I thought I'd bring you in on it and show you how I make split pea soup. I've been watching High Carb Hannah, and she's made. I love split pea soup, so I got light shining on me. So I'm trying her soup. So I've got some onion and garlic. She doesn't use real garlic. I do because I love garlic, but she uses garlic powder. So either one. Um, I just love to smell garlic and onions cooking. So I'm doing that, and then I cut up some celery and carrots. I cut up 2 stalks of celery and a cup and a half of carrot. I don't have a cup measurement here, so I'm just using this. So 1.5 of these, and the celery I just went to the store and got 2 celery stalks. And so her suggestion is to get the onions and the garlic cooked. And I'm cooking them without there's no water in here. I'm just, no water, no oil. I'm just caramelizing the onion. And then I'll add water if it gets too dry. But right now it's just browning and smelling wonderful. I'll keep it moving. So how's everybody? Actually, you guys are all asleep because it's 1 o'clock in the morning in the States. So here it's 5 o'clock p.m. So Steven's all done tomorrow. So we're gonna go get him. So I figured I'd have some food here. And I'm just about done with the red lentil soup. So when I first got here, I got a bag of split pea soup, green split peas, and a bag of red lentils. And they're so easy to cook up. I figured they'd be my best thing to get while I'm here, and it's worked out that way. So if your pan is if they are starting to stick, a little bit of water will just pick it right up, and it starts making that wonderful brown, tasty caramelization. Okay, so now I'm going to add 1 of these cups of green split peas. And I got these out this morning, and I've been soaking them all day. I was going to soak them all night, but since Steven's coming home, and I'm going to ride up to Mundaring to pick him up and help him with his gear and help him get his tent down. So I'm not going to have time to make soup tomorrow. So I figured I'd just go ahead and do it. So I'm going to add 4 of these containers of water. And she says to cook it for about 10 minutes. So I just have some potatoes to cut up. So I'll cut up the potatoes, and then that'll be enough time for this to cook. And then I'll add everything to the soup, and then cook the soup, and then blend it. There. So we'll bring this to a boil. So for some reason, I hadn't really seen much of or listened to Hannah much. I'm so much listening to Chef AJ, but I do listen into Crocs in the Kitchen and Tammy Nutmeg Notebook, and these might be people you're interested in listening to too. Janine Elder with the Potato Reset. Just love listening into the potato people, and the Girardi family, the Esselstyns. There's just so much out there if you want ideas about what to eat. And of course, that's what I hope to do is just give you lots of ideas and show you how I do them. Now, here I'm doing on the road things. And this pot was here, this knife was here, this cutting board was here. When I'm home, I'm going to make you all kinds of stuff and have potlucks and we'll get actually tasting some of these things that you can watch online, but you can't smell or taste till we make them ourselves. But I've been heavy into the house remodel at home. And so I got started with the pod. And the pod is Nelson Campbell started a pod network to help people shift to eating more plants. And it's a organization there's pods all over the world. And I thought, boy, that would be a perfect way to connect with people that are interested. And I want to help anybody who's interested in improving their life and their health. When I was a physical therapist in the late 90s, I got tired of just treating people that were already in so much trouble that, their body just couldn't heal on its own. And I went around and I searched for a preventative way to help people before they hurt themselves, or it's not just when they hurt themselves, but when you get hurt, it's so hard to know what to do to help your body to heal. And there's a lot of misinformation out there. So I was trying to figure out a way that I could help get to people before they got themselves so deep into trouble that they couldn't get out of it. And I finally ended up, I shifted what venue I was working in the physical therapy, but it was still physical therapy, and it was still working with people that after the fact. And people have such a hard time with injury and understanding the healing process. And I'll tell you, a big part of it is because you go to a practitioner and they want to give you something to take. And really, a lot of times with injury, you just got to stop. You have to take something away, not add things to it. And the thing you got to take away is the aggravating, whatever is aggravating the poor thing. Okay, I think I'm going to move this to a back burner. So that would be one of these, and I think I'll move it to this one. There, that's a much better flame. I love going to different places to cook because, for instance, this is a gas stove, which we don't have, and so I get a little practice with the gas stove because, to save the environment, we wouldn't get one ourselves. In fact, we had one and we got rid of it. So it's fun to at least have an experience of it, because I hear our governor is going to have us switching off of gas heat and going to electric heat. So I would imagine stoves will follow, just switching everybody to electric stoves. So I've got 4 potatoes, 1.5 cups of carrots, 2 celery stalks, half an onion, about 4 cloves of garlic, and that's just because I really like garlic. You could probably just put a teaspoon of garlic powder in it, and it depends on what you like. I don't have measuring things, so I have to come up with my own forms of measure, and we'll see how I do. But so far, I haven't put more garlic than I could stand. Maybe what others could stand, but I've been fine with the amount of garlic I've been putting in. And it's mostly me eating it. I mean, I don't even know if Stephen will eat this, but I love split pea soup. So I guess there is a measuring thing here, but I'm not quite sure what it is. See if I can't see. I don't see any. Oh, I do. Oh, it's in milliliters, 5 milliliters. So I'm not sure how many ounces that is. I could ask Google. Let's ask Google. we'll see here. How many teaspoons is 5 milliliters?
5 milliliters is equal to 1.014 teaspoons.
So it's a teaspoon, basically. Okay. So I rode 53 miles today with Randall, and part of it was with some of the guys that ride with Randall. And we rode out to Fremantle, the coast, the harbor, and then rode up the coast and came to downtown Perth and rode through downtown. It was really, really fun. We had a great time. So I'm just bringing that to a boil, and that's going to take a little while. So, I hate to make you guys wait. Just a sec. I'm right here, but I don't want to tell you what I'm doing. But I'll only be a sec. And then we'll talk. I don't know if you can hear me from here, but I'm going to the bathroom. Almost done. I guess that's not going to work. I'll tell you what. I'll stop this and then I'll start again. Best laid plans. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I'll go ahead and end this stream and start again.